welcome to the United Stand. Manchester United 3, Banter FC 1. It could not get any better. It could not get any better for Manchester United because we didn't pick our best team tonight. You did. We put Lukaku and Sanchez in the team. They had a big impact. And I love it. I absolutely love it. 9 from 9 from Ole. Absolutely tactically schooled Emery. And I think this has got to go on, hasn't it? We've got to put this on. How much can we show? There we go. Manchester United 3, Arsenal 1. The return of AFTV and chill and all that jazz. But I tell you what, some people think I do this for a laugh. Maybe I do. Some people think I do it for a laugh. But what did I say? What did I say? I went down to the Emirates on Tuesday. And people thought I went down to the Emirates for a laugh. I didn't go down for a laugh. I went down there because I knew that United could go and do what they've done today. I didn't think they'd do it. I thought we'd put our full team out. I did. But what was my score prediction? Get it in the live comments. What was my score prediction in this game? I said Manchester United 3, Arsenal 1. I said Manchester United would defend well and kill them on the break. What happened? It's easy. Arsenal are a banter club. You can read them like a book. They're like Spot chases the ball. You can read it in 2 minutes. It's all big letters and it's very, very easy. All they've got, like I said in the game, all you'll get back from them, they'll be on we've got Ty, Claude, Robbie's going to be on, and all you're going to get back is, while we're invincible with their bloody gold run off blockbusters. Well, here's a P for you. Loads of P's. Because we've absolutely Pogba'd you. Pog boom. You've got absolutely battered tonight. Paul Pogba, if Torreira's the signing of the season, Paul Pogba's made him look like the B-Tech Mark Noble tonight. He was absolutely superb. You tell me a midfielder in the modern Premier League who picks the ball up in his own half and drives like Paul Pogba did in that second half. He was absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. Easy man of the match. Easy. He had a brilliant first half an hour, went a bit quiet like the rest of the United, but in the second half, he drove forward, and he was always looking for that ball to do what he did with the third goal. Absolutely superb performance from Manchester United. In fairness to Arsenal, right after half-time, Romero pulls out a De Gea. It's a worldie from Ramsey. If that goes 2-2, maybe not. Maybe it's a tough game, but absolutely brilliant from Romero. I don't know what the BBC are on. I saw it flash up on my telly. They've give bloody Lukaku man of the match. Now, Lukaku had a very good game. But come on, it ain't Christmas. We're not giving this into charity. The real men of the match for Manchester United were Paul Pogba, Victor Lindelof, Luke Shaw, Ander Herrera and Eric Bailly. They were bloody superb, those 5 players. They played 90 minutes. They put consistent 8 out of 10 performances in. You pick your man of the match out of those. And for me, it was Paul Pogba. Lindelof and Bailly have got to be our centre-backs. They were brilliant. Luke Shaw was superb at left back, and Ander Herrera was what he's been like for the last few weeks. Absolutely brilliant. The only reason Arsenal looked a threat was because Ashley Young was terrible. Absolutely terrible. They exploited that left-hand side constantly until Ole brought Phil Jones on when the game was won, and then they couldn't do that, and then they never looked like scoring. The only way Arsenal were causing us a problem was down Ashley Young's side. The rest of the back four, Romero, Lindelof, Bailly, Shaw, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant performances. Paul Pogba, superb. Herrera, superb. Lukaku, good game. Not man of the match, but a good game. I thought Sanchez was bang average, but you know what? You were worth every fucking penny. Every penny of Alexis Sanchez's year of being a flop. It was worth it to go to Emirates and score. Because you know what? We could have gone there today with Martial and Rashford and won, and it would have been great. But if you could have offered me this to go and win with Lukaku getting two assists, apparently, look, United fans, he's our player. We can be critical of our player and say he needs to improve on this, that and the other. But when you've got Arsenal fans saying he's got the touch of a trampoline, it really did bounce back in your face and knock you out, didn't it? Because you look a right pillock now. You look a real pillock for saying that. He's got the first touch of a trampoline because it smashed your fucking block off, hasn't it? Because he's just absolutely split your defence in half. Like a chainsaw through a bloody cracker. He absolutely split you in half, and Sanchez went round check and it's 1-0. And then we got the Lingard goal. And he did the dance as well. I mean, they've been... You know what? I almost feel sorry for Arsenal. It's like that Simpsons meme. Let's stop taking the piss out of them because they're already dead. They got Lukaku with 2 assists. They've got their ex-player who's been shit for a year coming back and scoring. You've got Jesse Lingard in the corner dancing again. It's just absolutely... They got absolutely bantered, and it wasn't even our starting 11. Absolutely brilliant. And I'm really, really happy. Really, really happy with United. But in a real sense, a lot needs to be said for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, seriously. Ben Gay 2011 says, Mark, thanks for the tip. £45 drinks tonight, 1-3. Look, high five to everybody. I did say it would be 3-1 to Manchester United, and I was right. I was right, wasn't I? I was right. I could see it coming a mile off, because you know what? We're still in the FA Cup. And that's what I wanted before this game. And I want to just go and inject it, because I wanted to win this game. But when the team news came out, a lot of people were unhappy. And I said, look, there's positivity with Ollie. He said he's going to play these players. And if we do win it, it's going to be even more satisfying than if we'd won it with our best team. Because we didn't play our best team and we won it. But we're still in the FA Cup. Arsenal, momentum is with us. We're on the same points of them on top 4. They've got to play Man City in a couple of weeks. We've got to come to and play here again in March. And they'll be shit scared of us. Because Arsenal, according to Robbie, they haven't been beaten at home since the opening game of the season. Well, you have now. Apparently, Arsenal are a great team. I didn't see that tonight. I saw Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who, let me just add, has only been here for just over a month, who's won 9 games in a row. I saw him absolutely school Emery today. And it was evident for most of that game. He packed the midfield, he hurt them on the break, and defensively, Aubameyang, apart from a tap-in, I'll give him that, he's a threat, but he was very quiet. As for the French Charlie Austin, I think I'll win that cup as well. Where's my trophy? I went toe-to-toe with the French Charlie Austin tonight. I said it on Tuesday. I said he's just a French Charlie Austin. And I was right. He's just a French Charlie Austin. I even wound up the whole Arsenal fan base and I said, he's just a French Charlie Austin. He probably, hopefully, watched AFTV and saw me call him a French Charlie Austin. He should have been up for tonight. I put it on the line. He's a French Charlie Austin. And I was proved right. He's just a French Charlie Austin. And as for the Bosnian Matteo Darmian sticking his head on Marcus Rashford, Lingard, I nearly give you man of the match for getting involved in that. You're with me, fam. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. This is why Jesse Lingard is turning it around for me. I'm still not convinced that he's a first teamer in a Manchester United title winning side. But I tell you what, he never stopped running. He never stopped running. He always gets involved. He understands what the shirt's about. Herrera does, Pogba does, Rashford does. And you know what? I'm going to be absolutely honest. I didn't think Sanchez had a good game, but he got the goal. And I tell you who else had a crap game. My favourite player, Anthony Martial. He came on, he gave the ball away, but where was he to tap it home with the lubed it up and slipped it in? Absolutely superb. There are no qualms about Manchester United now. There are no criticisms about Manchester United now. All right, we're not at the level of Man City and Liverpool, apparently, but they're to come. We've got them to come at Old Trafford. But I don't hear any, it's only Cardiff, it's only Newcastle, it's only this, it's only that. We've been to London town twice. We've beaten Spurs and we've beaten Arsenal. And you know what? Spurs are better than Arsenal. They gave us a tougher game. That Emirates, Fortress Emirates, the jelly baby capital, the spineless kings... I just wasn't impressed with Arsenal tonight. I thought they were really bang average, and that's the best they've got. And they'll moan about injuries, but your injuries were to centre-backs. Where's your attack? Where's your attack to break us down? All right, you've had injuries again. I accept you've had injuries, but I tell you what, ever since we went down to London, United stand and dished out so many L's, the alphabet needed to get some more. There's only one, that's bad. But you know what I mean. They've been taking L after L after L. Get out of our area. Because there's only one winner. And that's Manchester United at the moment. Arsenal, you're on the decline. AFTV and chill. Love you, Robbie. High five. Cash back. You're going to get a load of views. But I'd rather have what we've got with Manchester United. I didn't like that Mourinho negative, moaning rant shit. I want positivity around my club. I want to see us going somewhere. I want to see us going to tough places. I want to go as not favourites. I want to play Lukaku and Sanchez and school you. And we did. And I tell you what, it's not my job to understand what Arsenal are about, but you got schooled. You know, you were on about your 22-game unbeaten run. We gave you half a season head start, and we only started playing football in December. We're already level with you on points, and we've kicked you out of the FA Cup. And of course, the FA Cup won't matter now. It's not about the FA Cup, it's about the Emmerdale Cup and 4th place. Well, you've won the FA Cup more than anyone. Yesterday, you were all about how great the FA Cup is. You know, to be honest, the priority, I said it before and I said it after, even if we'd lost this game, we still would have won. We will still finish above Arsenal in the top 4 anyway. But I want to win the FA Cup. I want us not to have a season of an empty trophy cabinet. I don't want that. I want us to win the FA Cup, and that momentum's there, good. And I can only yet again speak glowingly of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and say the way he's handled that team today is nothing short of brilliant. Because if we had played the first team and won, he's got a problem with fatigue, hasn't he? Because he's going to have to keep doing it against Burnley, against PSG, in the next round of the FA Cup. But what he's done is, he's brought Lukaku and Sanchez in. They've played well, which means in the next round of the FA Cup he can use them, which means in the next game against Burnley, if he wants to take Rashford off after an hour, he can bring Lukaku on. He's suddenly got himself into a situation with the United squad where everybody's happy, and that is evidenced in the performances that we're getting. But on top of that, he's got himself 17, 18, 19 players that he can trust, that he can change around, and it's absolutely brilliant from a Manchester United perspective. Absolutely superb. Smash a like on the video. We're eating W's tonight, and was it ever in doubt? I said 3-1, as I said, and we deserved it. We absolutely deserved it. Bring on PSG. Look, I ain't getting ahead of ourselves. Look, as I said before, I'm going to bring it down a level here and say I was nervous throughout that game because we are away from home. I thought the referee had an Arsenal top underneath his top. It was crap. How did Lacazette not get... How did Charlie Austin not get booked? I was writing his name out. CharlieAustin. French Charlie Austin. He should have gone in the book loads of times. And he didn't. And I thought the ref was crap. But... It's only the FA Cup 4th round. And if we'd played Burton Albion at home and beat them, we'd just go, well, we'd expect that. Tonight wasn't really about... I wanted to stay in the FA Cup. Of course I did. But I actually wanted to beat Arsenal. That's what it was about. That's why Arsenal wanted to beat us. That's why we wanted to beat Arsenal. That was about a statement. That was about not being bantered like we have done. You know, between August and the middle of December, we were there with our legs wide open. Absolutely taking it week in, week out. And I didn't want that tonight because we've had some positivity. I want to build. I want to build and build and build. And that's what tonight was all about. Because if we'd lost that game, have no doubts, they would have been all over us. All over us going, look at this, look at that, look at that, like that. We sit here as kings. It's Friday night and we've got a weekend where we can just sit back, watch the United stand fan cams. We got rants, we got flex, we got United fans singing. We'll get the losers on as well to see what crap they're going to come out with. And then we got the weekend to chill. And then we got Burnley on Tuesday night and we go again in the league. And with the weekend is set. And we're sitting there like United stand against AFTV with a big W. We've done it again. And it's great. It's brilliant. But if we'd lost, you got a weekend of shit. You got a weekend of banter. Get back in your caves, Arsenal fans. It's all about football. But if there are any Arsenal fans watching, I'll be worried. I would on the level. I would be worried. What were you all about that second half? I couldn't. If Ashley Young was a decent right back, I think you wouldn't have scored anything. It was only because he was so weak and you were exploiting that. So I would be worried if I was Arsenal. I'd be really worried. But I don't need to worry about them. I'm happy with Manchester United. I'm happy with where we're going. I'm happy with that the fan base is happy. I'm happy with the football. And I'm happy that as well, we played a different formation today. We've been playing 4-3-3 and it's worked really, really well. Today we went 4-3-1-2. With Lingard in a more central position. And away from home, it worked really well because it swamps the midfield and Lukaku and Sanchez split wide. And they had no answer. They couldn't build through the middle. Marcus was saying on the watch along, there's loads of space down the left-hand side, but that's because we wanted there to be space down the left-hand side. That's what we wanted. We were pushing them wide because we were confident we could deal with what they threw in the middle. And of course their goal did come from that, but it was a little bit fortuitous. It was just a fantastic performance from Manchester United. And what I really liked, and the most impressive thing is, we've been speaking for a long time, the United fitness levels are poor. That's not Ole's fault. That's Mourinho's fault for 3 years of us being a lazy bastard team. It takes a while to get the fitness levels up. And I was worried. 2-1, loads of stoppage time. I thought in the last half an hour we're just going to camp back and Arsenal are going to absolutely bombard us. And that's where, to me, Paul Pogba's performance today, if you want to give Herrera a 9, Lindelof a 9, Luke Shaw an 8, Bailly an 8, whatever you want to give them, you've got to give Pogba a 10. Because we're not quite at the fitness levels Ole wants at the moment, but Pogba, time after time after time from his own half, got the ball and ran 50 yards with it. And I've been wanting him to do that. He used to do it for Juventus. He never did it under Mourinho. I'm pretty sure Mourinho told Pogba, when you get the ball, you pass it straight away. I don't want you dribbling. We saw him time and time dribbling with the ball today. And when Pogba stretches his legs and gets going, you can't get the ball off him because he's tall, he's got arms, he's quick, and he can control the ball. He is devastating when he dribbles with the ball. And today, I think for the first time in a difficult place to go against the team that's meant to be good, Paul Pogba today, the critics will probably say he's still shit, but Paul Pogba today really did show why I and a lot of other people have said Paul Pogba can be world class. Because today he absolutely ran that midfield, and it's down to Paul Pogba that we won that game because he took the game away from Arsenal at a time when they would have felt in the last 10-20 minutes they were going to, in the last 10 minutes at 2-1 we would have sat back. But we didn't need to because Paul Pogba took the game away. And he kept trying to take the game away. He ran at the back four a few times. And, Sanchez and Lukaku just weren't on the wavelength that they needed to be. But it was absolutely fantastic from Manchester United. And it went exactly how I predicted it. And it doesn't always go that way. But I just felt if we defended well, we could be clinical on the break. And we were, time and time. It's a carbon copy of the game in November last season. Where we did exactly the same. Apart from, we didn't give as many chances away as we did in that game because De Gea made some worldies in that save. Romero really only made one very good save in that game. Give Ole the job, says Craig Warburton. Lingard is one of our own. Look, if he keeps doing this, 9 from 9, you'd expect to beat Burnley. 10 wins in a row. Then you've got Fulham and Leicester. He could hit 12 games in a row. The great thing about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is, in his first month as Manchester United manager, his first full month, he's going to win Manager of the Month. Because he's won every game in January. He's not going to not beat Burnley, is he? So every game in January he's won, he will be Manager of the Month. So that's confirmed now. Mr. Blast says, don't need De Gea, can't wait to see AFTV cry. Ray Carl Brown Amore, United are coming for everyone when a manager knows what United are about, not negativity. James B says, French Austin, he's better than all your forwards. Mate, he isn't. How can you even come on and say that? He's just a French Charlie Austin. Soak it up, accept it, and you'll feel a lot better. Get rid of them bitter lemons in your stomach and accept you got absolutely beaten. Lukaku's better than him. Saw the fire inside everyone. Nothing better, says Roland Guterres. Roscoe says, seeing the lineup, I was dreading this, but that was tactically brilliant from Ole. Kaku on the right. Lingard or Rashford would never have had that space. Steiner Anderson, I think Romero needs a mention today. He was very, very good. I think we got away with Romero today because he's a very good goalkeeper. He made one world-class save. But I think De Gea is better than Romero, isn't he? And I think we expected him to be tested more. But that save he made from Ramsey was brilliant. Gordon Murray says, I loved Lindelof and Bailly together. Permanent. Yep, they were very good. Nanarata says, Mark, we're going to beat PSG. Trust me, mate. Emmanuel Geshen says, Mark's giving it tonight, get the lube. Look, you got to give it because they would give it. If we'd lost that game, Robbie and co, I knew, they said it to me on Tuesday. If we lose, you're going to give it, aren't you? I went, yeah, it's good because we are as well. You got to give it. Obviously it's banter, but it's football and tonight we feast. Luke Skywalker, AFTV and beer. It can't get any better right now. Sebastian Anderson, seriously at this point, just give Ole the job. Gordon Murray with a contribution. Simon Eriksson with a contribution. Saminga, bring the lube out, Mark. I got lube for everyone. And Boots is going to run out tonight. John G. Mark, we injured 2 Arsenal centre-backs. Arsenal's top 4 hopes are over. I wonder what Mr. DT will think of this. He'll be fuming. AFTV will be ranting. I don't see what they've got to rant about other than the views, because you got beat by the better team. There is no angle. I was thinking about that. There is no angle for Arsenal. You got beaten by the better team. You got tactically schooled by the better manager. Your midfield got dominated by the better midfield. Your forwards got outdone by the better forwards. Our defence was better than yours. The referee was on your side. There is nothing for Arsenal to moan about. Given the job already, says Theo. Solskjaer for president. Chung Lee, Mark, I love hearing you bash Arsenal. I love it. Shinji Kagawa, shout out to Romero tonight. Best reserve goalkeeper in the world, and he stayed loyal to us. Won the Europa with us too. Buzzing for this weekend. Well, he'll keep playing in the cup as well, which is probably what he deserves. Bengay says, Mark, thanks for the tip. 45 drinks tonight. Yep, we read that one. Lukaku's touch, gold or shit, no in between, says Virgil Haynes. So you're right there. Lukaku's touch is either good or bad. And Crixus says, Mark, you're better than Nostradamus. I know, I got it absolutely bang on. But I would have took any win today. But to go and win there like that is very, very, very good for us. But we're only into the 5th round of the FA Cup. There's still obviously decent teams in there, of course. But look, very, 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 very pleased with that game. And very, very pleased with Manchester United. And you know, there is a buzz. And I will just say that I still think, again, on the crest of a wave, on the top of the mountain of positivity, I still do think that we should give Ole a backing in the transfer window. Because I still do think that we are 4, maybe 5 players short of where we need to be. I do think that. But Eric Bay's come in today. He's shown what he's all about. I do just want to say as well that I do think that Luke Shaw was absolutely superb in that left back position. And I know I love Rance. He does great things. He's going to get his fan cam as well. But I do think that that Luke Shaw is the solution to our left back problem. He was brilliant, and that was evidenced by the fact that I thought his corners were okay, better than what we've seen. He kept bombing forward. I don't know where this lazy Luke Shaw thing keeps coming from. He's very, very quick. He's very, very good in the air. He made loads of headers today. And Arsenal didn't really want to exploit Luke Shaw. They wanted to exploit Ashley Young, which I think is very, very telling. Very, very telling indeed. Ty's going to blame the cold weather, says Graham McIntosh. I don't know who we're going to get on from Arsenal Fan TV. If they'd won, I think they would all be queuing up to come on. I don't know whether that's going to happen or not. But we have got people coming on from our AFTV. I'll be very disappointed if they don't, because we'd agreed we'd go on theirs even if we lost. So the fan cams are going to start coming in. In fact, I can see them in the system now, so they should be coming up in the next few minutes. So obviously go and watch theirs if you want to. But we've got our fan cams, United fans. We've got some of the Arsenal Fan TV lot coming on to be spoken to by Flex. So subscribe to the channel. I think we're going to have a cracking end to the season at United. I think the good times are rolling, and I would take the good times over that rant shit. I mean, yeah, you get the views, but I don't want that. I don't want that negativity. I want positivity. That's what it's all about. 3-1 Manchester United. Smash a like on the video. If you are an Arsenal fan, just take the L. It's football. One day you might win again. But tonight, it's a Manchester United night. It's the United stand night. It's Arsenal on the L. It's Manchester United fans on the up. It's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the tactical genius. It's Paul Pogba, world-class midfielder elect. It's left-back situation solved. It's centre-back solved. It's good. It's good. It's good. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your night. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Thanks everyone for watching. Subscribe if you're new, bottom right-hand corner. It's never dull on this channel. It's always passion. It's always real fan opinion. You all deserve this. Who'd have thought this 6 weeks ago under Mourinho? Brilliant. Absolutely superb. Drop a like. I'll speak to you soon. Get your notifications on for the fan cams. They're going to be coming up over the next couple of hours, and they're going to be great. Thanks for watching. 3-1. Back of the net.